Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Pandu. Today we will discuss about non-destructive testing of welds, that is the method with magnetic particle testing. This is one of the method for testing the welds. Friends, this is strictly for educational purposes and increasing the awareness. If you want to refer in more detail or carry out business activity, you need to purchase authorized standard from authorized source of ISO standard. Friends, for this you can refer ISO 3059, that is non-destructive testing, that is penetrant testing, and magnetic particle testing, that is for viewing conditions. And then also ISO 9934-2, that is non-destructive testing, magnetic particle testing, and this is part 2, detection media. Then 9934-3, that is non-destructive testing, magnetic particle testing, equipment. And then ISO 17635, non-destructive testing of welds and rules for fusion welding in metallic materials. Friends, these are the standards, those are used for the magnetic particle testing. This also we will see in future. Then for magnetizing equipment, there will be a electromagnetic yokes, then current flow equipment with probes and adjustments or threading conductors or coil techniques. These things you need to do this magnetic particle test. Then for it should conform to ISO 9934-3 in order to carry out the test, and a tangential magnetic field strength of 2 kiloampere per meter to 6 kiloampere per meter or RMS is recommended, and the verification of magnetic field strength shall be carried out using one of the following method. Friends, there are different methods and you can use out of these four methods. You can use any one. A component containing finite natural or artificial imperfection in least favorable locations. Measure of tangential field strength as close as possible to surface using a Hall effect probe. Then calculation of approximate current value in order to achieve the recommended tangential field, or other method based on established principles. Friends, the detectability of an imperfection depends on the angle of its measure axis with respect to the direction of the magnetic field. This is explained in one of the direction in figure 1. Here you can see this is A is the angle between the magnetic field and the direction of imperfections. Friends, this is, you can see the direction of imperfection, this is the direction of measure, and alpha minimum is the angle minimum for imperfection detection, and A1 is the example of imperfection orientation. So here you can see the imperfection orientation. Here you can see minimum angle required for detection of imperfections. Friends, here if you are not subscribed to Engineering Pandu, please subscribe to Engineering Pandu. We will keep on loading few good videos related to knowledge sharing. Friends, then we have example of effective testing area shaded for magnetization with yokes and probes. Here you can see the T is the minimum distance between the yoke or probe separation. In between there is a weld, and this is the dimension in millimeters. 25 is the minimum requirement, and here you can see it must be D by 2, and D is the yoke or probe separation. Friends, this is how it is to be carried out for measuring the imperfections. Friends, then indication can be recorded in one of the following methods. Here we have to write imperfections. You can also record it by writing description, and then you can also make sketches or photography or transparent adhesive tapes, or you can do number of ways for recording, like a video recording or magnetic tapes or electronic scanning. So these are the general requirements for ISO standards. And then after testing the welds with alternate current, residual magnetization will normally be low, or there will generally be no need for demagnetization of the object under the test. Normally you need to do demagnetization after completing the magnetization test. If demagnetization is required, it shall be carried out using defined method and predefined level 1. So friends, sometimes you need not to do demagnetization also, and sometimes you need demagnetization after completing the test, and that shall be carried out according to the predefined level. Friends, then a test report shall be prepared. The report should contain name of the company or object tested. These are the general requirements: parent and weld materials, any post heat weld heat treatment, or type of joint or material thickness or welding process, temperature of the test object, type of the magnetization that we have done, type of the current and detection media and viewing conditions, details and results of the overall performance, description and location of all recordable indications, and qualification and signature of the person who carried out the test. So these are the general uh, requirements according to ISO for carrying out the magnetic particle test. Friends, this is one of the things, and to see it detail all the things, as we have mentioned earlier in the starting of the video, we have different reference standards, ISO standards, where we can find more details regarding the testing procedures, magnetic test, and all other parameters. So friends, this is the video. If you like, please like. Thank you very much, and happy learning.